This is a grill shutter, and a lot of times what might happen is when you're driving, you might get some road debris, like maybe a rock might get wedged up in here, and it might get stuck, and it just prevents the grill from closing. It can't close because the rock is wedged up in there, or it might be sticks, might be like any type of debris that you get from driving on the road. But this car was in a minor accident, so I'm going to see if I can fix it. So I found the problem. It's in the corner over here. I'll move the camera to give you guys a better view of it. And obviously I had to remove the front bumper so I could reach back here and see what was going on. The impact must have misplaced this little black piece that's behind the shutter. And this piece is really stiff and rigid. So now it's rubbing against the shutter, not allowing it to close. So if I can move this out of the way, the shutter should be able to open and close again. So this was the piece that was rubbing up against the grill, and I moved it off to the side. It's out of the way. It's pretty bent up, but it's out of the way. That's the whole point. So now I'm going to put the grill back together. So I'm not tightening the bolts all the way just yet. I'm just starting them, and then I'll do the same thing for the other side. So now you can see it's free and clear. Nothing is hitting the grill. So now I'll put the other bolt on this side. Also, you want to make sure that this right here, this piece, it curls up in like that. So make sure it's curled up in like this, so the grill can go back as far as possible. It's a little rough. And now I'm going to tighten the bolts on both sides. Now the other side. And I'm just going to tighten them down by hand as well. Okay, so this side is as tight as it can get, so now I'm going to tighten the other side. I tightened the other side already, so now I'm going to start the car to see if that fixed it. When the car starts, the grill shutter should now be able to close. And it's as simple as that. It worked. The dealership probably would have charged between $500 to $800 to fix this. So if you have the time, why not save some money and do it yourself?